Okay, so it seems like almost everybody has trouble at some point or another losing weight. I have with us a lady today who's got the secret, she says. Gail Robinson, lovely to have you on with us today.
Thank you, Sandy. Thanks for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Now, I love this. You call yourself the founder of Failure Fixer.
Correct.
And also author of Stop Pleasing People to Get Thin and Stay Thin Forever.
Absolutely.
We're going to break this apart. What in the world is a failure fixer?
A failure fixer. Well, I call myself the failure fixer because everybody, most women who have ever been on a diet did well for a while. And then they put it all back on. Lost it again, up and down the roller coaster. So the diet concept is a failure. And I've kind of identified one specific behavior pattern that if it's fixed, failure fixer, if you can fix this behavior pattern, and it's work, it's emotional work, you will have a much easier time of getting rid of the roller coaster problem.
And I love this because, of course, we think of a diet as a physical situation. Of course, you have to have discipline, but we don't think of it emotional so much. My guess is that you are saying that pleasing people is the problem with gaining weight and trying to lose it and keep it off.
It's not the problem for every single woman in this world, but it's certainly the problem for millions of women. We somehow are born sweet and kind and loving little girls, and we learn to be people pleasers. So, you know, we grow up, and some of us are pleasing people, but it doesn't feel good. We're not telling the truth. We're
being true to yourself.
We're not being true. We're doing it. We're pleasing. We're lovely. We're kind, and we're everything other people expect of us. But it's not a truth for us. Sometimes here's a quick story. I think a story always makes it easier. When I was a people pleaser and a dieting failure and up and down the roller coaster for months on end, losing 40 pounds, gaining 45, losing 30, gaining 60. When I was in that phase of my life, I had a friend, we made a plan. You know, you make plans with a girlfriend. Ours was, okay, Gail, you come to my house at 10 a.m. and we'll both do our shopping together. We'll be in one car. And we'll be home by 3. We'll stop for a bite to eat. How does that sound? Sounds great to me. And off I go at 10 a.m. the next morning. I'm at the door, toot the horn, toot, 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 and there's my girlfriend in a bathrobe. So in those days, I absolutely went in the house and stayed for an hour while she was showering. No reasoning, no I'm sorry. It was just one of my friends who I was afraid not to please because she wouldn't love me. You see, it hit that button. And, you know, I wanted her to love me and I wanted her to like me. So I stayed in that house grinding. Do you ever have that grinding feeling inside where you're doing something you really don't want to be doing, so you're kind of upset with yourself? And I sat there for an hour feeling very angry, and down she came, off we go, went to our little chores, finished a couple hours, got to lunch, and all of a sudden that anger started to come up. And I said to myself, oh my God, you know, what am I going to do? I was in a restaurant. What did I do? So I had the whole hamburger, all the fries, all the everything, and ordered a little dessert and ate that anger right back down. And that is a pattern that I call, that's why I identified people pleasing.
It's kind of stress eating in a way.
It's emotional eating, and it serves a purpose. Get that negative feeling back down so nobody knows. It's a secret. You
know, and it's so interesting. It seems pretty logical that this would be the case, but I hadn't really heard it put that way. And when I started studying about this, I thought, oh my gosh, I know people like that.
Oh,
who,
absolutely.
You know, dearest people ever, but they are such pleasers and they are overweight and they can't seem to fix it. So you came upon it how?
I worked at it. You know, I was an overeater and dieting failure for, I want to say, almost 30 years. And at that point, you know, I was in all the clubs. We all know their names. And I did very well. I even traveled for one of the organizations as a speaker. And then 6 months later, I was back up on weight again. So, you know, it was temporary. It was always temporary. And I finally said, okay, enough of this. Why? Why? It just gnawed at me. Why can't I? I'm a strong woman. I'm a smart woman. I'm a lovely woman. I'm a good wife. I'm a good mother. I'm a businesswoman. I'm successful in everything. Why this? Even Oprah says that. Oprah says, you know, it's still driving me crazy that I, Oprah, can't fix this problem. So sure enough, I really did a whole analysis of it. And I boiled it down to, oh, no wonder. I am eating down my truth. And I have to stop lying to the world. To the world that I was afraid wasn't going to accept me if I said no.
So it's kind of a low self-esteem
Very low self-esteem,
issue.
right.
So it sounds easy. When you say this, it actually sounds sort of easy. Is this a quick fix diet?
This isn't a diet, and this isn't a quick fix. The others are diets, and the others are pretty quick. You can, and I mean, I used to lose 35 pounds in a couple, 3 months. It's gone. But I gained it in less. It was back on twice as fast. This is for a woman who's willing to do the work. It's emotional work. They have to look at their relationships, do a little self-analysis and say, am I being truthful with her, him? Am I sitting on the sofa with my husband, but I really am tired and I'd like to go upstairs and read a book? And am I sitting here and is it really truthful? Because if it isn't, I'm making 3 trips to the refrigerator.
Wow. This is, I think it's kind of earth-shaking. Now, I'm guessing and women are going to be able to find these issues in your book.
Yes, definitely. See, I call my approach a dual approach to weight loss. The first section of the book definitely talks about this issue, being a people pleaser, and how to fix it. I don't just tell you you are, and in fact, I don't determine that for you. It's a personal journey. You have to decide, am I a people pleaser, and am I eating down the truth? And if you determine that, then you work on that, and I help you. I have a CD, phenomenal. It helps you. The book, it helps you. I do webinars. I can help you directly on a one-on-one like this, or a small group on a webinar. I'll do a seminar. You'll come to that. You'll learn. It's an ongoing process.
And how to eat as well. Some kind of ideas for eating well.
The second part is the physical part. That's the dual. Again, dieting doesn't work. So it's what foods really work for me.
Sure.
What exercises really work
Well,
for
I'm
me.
loving this because this is something that you're healthier if you're thinner, and obviously you've mastered this, Gail. And
Definitely.
I love
for
it.
35 years.
Stop people pleasing, lose weight, get thin, stay thin forever. Love it. Gail Robinson, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Sandy, for having me. I appreciate it. Good luck to everybody.
And don't go away. We're going to take a break. We're going to try running. That's right. Whiskey Row Marathon coming up again. We'll be right back.